Hi, everyone. Today I'm excited to share my first adventures exploring the incredible hiking trails in my new state, Arizona. Since moving here, I've been on a mission to discover the best local spots to hike, and I've found some amazing trails in the Superstition Wilderness, just a few minutes outside of East Phoenix. The Superstition Wilderness is an incredible area that was first designated as a protected wilderness in 1939 and expanded to its current size of about 160,000 acres in 1984. This rugged and starkly beautiful terrain has a well-developed trail system. Some of the trails are easy to navigate, while others are rough and require more hiking knowledge. Regardless of the trail that you choose, make sure you're well prepared, as this wilderness demands respect. Think searing summer heat, limited water, and even occasional winter snowstorms. There's also plenty of local legend here, including tales of lost gold mines and secret maps. While those stories are fun to hear, my focus today is all about the trails. Today, I'll share 3 of my favorite hikes in the Superstition Wilderness. Those 3 trails are the Boulder Canyon Trail, Peralta Trail, and the Flatiron Trail. Let's start with the trail with the least amount of elevation gain and head to the one with the most. So for us, the first hike in this list is going to be Boulder Canyon Trail. This trail doesn't have as much elevation gain as the others, but it doesn't skimp on the views. The trail is about 5 miles round trip if you turn around at the Boulder Canyon viewpoint and has an elevation range between 1,600 feet and 2,300 feet. The trailhead is located at Canyon Lake, which is about a 15-mile drive northeast of Phoenix along Highway 88. And getting to this trailhead is part of the fun. If you're leaving from Phoenix, you're going to enjoy a twisty, scenic drive into the mountains. The Forest Service website states that you can use the Canyon Lake Marina parking lot to park for this trail. However, there were a lot of signs that said no parking there when I drove up. And so I got a little bit worried and I parked at the Boulder Recreation Site, which is just across the river from the trailhead, and I walked across the bridge. If you do what I did, just make sure you use caution walking on the bridge as it is fairly narrow and doesn't have a sidewalk. However, after our hike, I did read a blog post that confirmed that there is indeed free parking available at the Canyon Lake Marina. There are 10 parking spots designated for the Boulder Canyon Trailhead. So go ahead and make use of that Canyon Lake Marina lot. The trail itself offers a rough but interesting terrain with plenty of scenic views. Early on, you'll be able to see Canyon Lake and its marina behind you, and as you venture deeper into the wilderness, the landscape becomes more rugged and remote and culminates in the Boulder Canyon viewpoint. For my hike, I chose to turn around at this point, making it about a 5-mile round trip with about 1,000 feet of elevation gain. But you can keep going if you'd like. If you proceed further, one of the highlights of this trail is its proximity to Boulder Creek. However, if you're going to hike along Boulder Creek, just be aware that stream crossings can become impassable during heavy rain or flooding. No matter how far you hike, the shade is sparse, so if you're hiking in warmer months, start early and bring plenty of water. Boulder Canyon Trail is a great way to experience the beauty of the Superstition Wilderness without tackling too steep of an elevation gain. It's perfect for a serene, moderate hike with just enough adventure to keep things interesting. Hike number 2 is the Peralta Trail. The Peralta Trail is one of the most popular trails in Arizona. If you do the entire trail, this is a 6.2-mile round-trip hike with an elevation gain of 1,390 feet. But again, you can make this a roughly 5-mile round-trip hike if you turn around at the Fremont Saddle, which is where you're going to get some of the best views. The trailhead itself is not located that far from Phoenix, but it does involve navigating some dirt roads. Most of the dirt road is well graded and easy to navigate, but it does get bumpier near the trailhead, so take it slow. There are multiple trails leading from this trailhead, so make sure you read the map and choose the right trail. The Peralta Trail winds through a beautiful cactus-filled landscape with no signs of civilization. It's just you and the wilderness. I loved how remote this trail felt without actually being that far out of the city. As you ascend, the views get better and better and culminate in an awe-inspiring view of Weaver's Needle from the Fremont Saddle. This viewpoint is the perfect spot to take a break, soak in the views, and snap a few photos before you head back down. Hike number 3 is the Flatiron Trail via Siphon Draw. This is the most challenging hike on the list. The hike is still only about 5.5 miles round trip, but don't let that moderate distance fool you. The trail gains about 2,500 feet in elevation, making it a serious workout. The trail begins at Lost Dutchman State Park, so you'll need a state park pass in order to park inside the state park. You can purchase a day pass, or if you plan to frequent more state parks in Arizona, you can get an annual one as well. Keep in mind that the Flatiron Trail is only open during cooler months to prevent hikers from succumbing to heat stroke, so check the trail status before heading out. The first section of the Siphon Draw Trail is relatively flat and easy, but don't get too comfortable. The last mile is where the real challenge begins, with steep inclines and even a little section requiring some light rock climbing. After leaving the well-marked state park section, the route finding can be a little tricky. So here's a useful tip. When in doubt, go left. I was hiking with a friend and we had split up for part of the hike, and she had veered to the right, lost the trail, and had to backtrack back for an easier route. So when in doubt, go left. The other thing to note is that near the top of this hike, there's that little short section that requires a little bit of light rock climbing. It's manageable for most hikers, but could be tough for dogs. So while this trail is dog-friendly, just like the other two trails, it's only fit for agile dogs that can be lifted if needed. During my hike, I saw a couple of young dogs make it to the top, but again, they were young, they were in great shape, and they still did need some help from their owners in the steeper sections. I was personally worried about that small rock climbing section, but I did find it manageable. I went up on the right side of this obstacle, but saw others take the left-sided approach, and both seemed to work out well. Once you conquer that little climb, the trail levels out as you approach the Flatiron. The views from the top are absolutely spectacular. You'll see the sprawling city of Phoenix below and the vast rugged desert stretching out around you. It's a fantastic reward for all your hard work. After soaking in the incredible vistas, it's time to retrace your steps and make your way back down. Each of these hikes offers something unique, from the serene beauty of Boulder Canyon to the iconic views from Fremont's Saddle and the Flatiron. Whether you're a seasoned hiker or just starting out, the Superstition Wilderness has something for everyone. Just remember to pack plenty of water, check trail conditions, and respect the wilderness rules to ensure a safe and enjoyable adventure. Let me know in the comments section which of these trails you'd love to try, or if you have any other recommendations in the Phoenix area. I'm really excited to continue exploring new trails. I'll have to venture out to the north and west sides of the city soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next trail.